Things just took a sharp turn. After days filled with silence, heartbreak, and betrayal, Chrisean Rock has finally broken her quiet stance by walking straight into a Los Angeles police station. And what she handed over flipped this entire custody dispute upside down. Sources confirm that Chrisean officially filed a police report against Blueface's mother, Chrisean, accusing her of manipulation, emotional coercion, fraud, and unauthorized interference with custody. But that's not even the most shocking twist. Mere hours after the report was submitted, a secret audio recording leaked online. A woman's voice, allegedly Chrisean's, is caught saying the quiet part out loud. She admits she was never supposed to be discovered. Yet now, with the baby in her possession, the damage is done. The internet exploded overnight. Fans are demanding investigations, legal experts are weighing in, and Chrisean remains missing in action. This isn't just drama anymore. It's veered into criminal territory. What happens next could lead to arrests. So stay tuned, because this revelation is about to change everything. The online world thought it had seen it all. Motel surveillance footage, explosive custody battles, cryptic social media posts, and friends turning into informants. But yesterday morning marked a turning point, not just for gossip, but for Chrisean Rock herself. After days of emotional silence, minimal updates, and one haunting hospital bracelet photo, Chrisean stepped out of the shadows and into action. At exactly 9:37 a.m., she arrived at a downtown LA police station, flanked by her new legal team and a quiet assistant. No cameras, no makeup, just determined focus. Inside, she handed over a folder with multiple pages, a detailed written statement, and most importantly, a USB drive in a protective case. What was on that drive? A recorded phone conversation sent anonymously just 48 hours prior. The voice on the tape, allegedly Chrisean's, contained enough evidence to shake the foundation of the entire custody battle. But to truly grasp how things escalated from the motel video scandal to Chrisean filing a police report against the woman now holding her child, you have to rewind 3 days, when the motel footage first leaked. Fans were split. Was Chrisean tricked? Did she willingly surrender baby Junior? Was she spiraling or being manipulated? One thing was clear: she was broken. And after the footage went viral, Chrisean started receiving strange messages from burner accounts, cryptic warnings like, "They lied to you. She planned it. Check your old voicemails." At first, her team dismissed it as trolling, until a mysterious audio file landed in her manager's inbox. No sender, just a short, roughly 3-minute clip. The content was explosive. Upon hearing it, Chrisean broke down. She had trusted T, a friend she thought was helping. But the tape revealed a chilling truth. Chrisean's voice, coldly confirming a premeditated plan to take the baby, disguised as concern for Chrisean's mental health. Chrisean's legal team confirmed the police report included this audio as evidence of deliberate deception and custodial interference. It alleges Chrisean orchestrated a false handoff, misleading Chrisean into surrendering baby Junior while secretly planning to claim full custody. Even more damning, this wasn't a spur-of-the-moment scheme. The call dates back a month before the motel incident, proving premeditation. Adding fuel to the fire, the leak apparently came from inside Chrisean's own circle. A now-deleted account, reportedly belonging to a former friend of Chrisean, claimed she warned Chrisean about revealing too much on the call. But Chrisean allegedly dismissed it, confident the system would never side with Chrisean. Public pressure on law enforcement has skyrocketed, with hashtags demanding a probe trending worldwide and major media outlets covering the unfolding saga. Legal experts debate whether the recording qualifies as concrete evidence of custodial fraud. Yet amid the chaos, Chrisean remains silent. No interviews, no public statements, except for one quote from someone inside the precinct. "I'm not doing this for drama. I'm doing this for my son." Questions now swirl. Will Chrisean face charges? Could Child Protective Services reverse the custody decision? Was Blueface involved in the alleged scheme? And what happens when the full audio is released? Sources suggest the leaked 3-minute snippet is only half the story. With Chrisean's formal statement and audio evidence now under review by the LAPD's Family Crimes Unit, this custody battle has officially morphed into a criminal investigation. Yet while Chrisean faces mounting pressure, Carissa responded with chilling nonchalance, posting a kitchen video in a robe, clad and sipping coffee, taunting, "I got time for police now, but not for parenting. I got my grandbaby fed, clean, and happy. Y'all can stay mad." The internet erupted. Fans called her cold and delusional. Celebrities joined the conversation. Jada Pinkett Smith tweeted, "When mothers weaponize control against each other, the child always loses. This ain't power, this is poison." Money Slaughter added, "If that was my mom, you'd never see my kid again." Meanwhile, Blueface has stayed silent, fueling speculation about his role. His last public post? "We got more receipts." Then the first major legal move arrived. Chrisean's attorneys filed an emergency petition demanding a full custody reevaluation based on the new evidence pointing to coercion and conspiracy. The judge who granted Carissa emergency custody ordered a 48-hour review. Carissa must now provide detailed proof of every step taken to remove baby Junior from Chrisean's care. Failure to do so could mean losing custody immediately. But the biggest surprise came from T, Chrisean's former best friend, who filmed the motel video and was publicly vilified as a betrayer. In a tearful Instagram Live, T flipped the narrative, confessing she was manipulated by Carissa, who coached her on what to say and record, promising it would help Chrisean. After hearing the leaked audio, T says she feels sick and is ready to testify, turning from villain to key witness. Fans quickly embraced T's confession, flooding social media. She confirmed she's cooperating with Chrisean's legal team and submitting a statement to the court and police. Her revelations exposed Carissa's daily contact and manipulation leading up to the motel incident. As T's story spread, a new leak surfaced, a screen recording of alleged texts from Carissa boasting about her custody plan weeks before the scandal. Though unconfirmed, the tone and timing align with the leaked audio and viral breakdown. It's clear this was no accident. This was a carefully coordinated takedown. Now, with police, courts, and the public all watching, Carissa's grip is slipping. What was once admired by Blueface fans now looks cold, calculated, and ruthless. The fallout is just beginning, and this battle for baby Junior is far from over. For the first time in weeks, Chrisean quietly shared T's apology video.
No.
Caption: "No emojis. Just a subtle nod, signaling the shifting tides." But beneath this calm surface, a much bigger storm was brewing. What the public doesn't know yet is that the full 9-minute, 58-second audio recording hasn't been made public. Insiders reveal the last 2 minutes drop a bombshell, a name nobody expected. Someone tied directly to the entire setup. This name could either dismantle the case or blow it wide open. The world had already been shaken by the initial 3-minute snippet. But when the full version surfaced on a whistleblower blog just after midnight, everything changed. This wasn't some casual conversation or emotional rant. It was a cold, calculated blueprint. The recording opens with Carissa's voice, calm and confident, speaking to an unknown party. She mocks Chrisean, saying she's spiraling, crying every night, posting sad songs like "Anyone Cares." Then the real plan unfolds. That's when you move. Strike when they're broken. The other voice mostly listens silently until midway through, when Carissa starts dropping names. T picked the motel. She'll play her part, Carissa says. "And your boy, he's already on board." He said, "Whatever keeps CPS happy and cameras away, he'll back it." The response is faint, but clear. Bet. Just make sure Chrisean doesn't find out until it's done. The mention of your boy and the phrase "don't let Chrisean find out" quickly led fans to connect the dots. Your boy, meaning Blueface. He was not only aware, but complicit. This wasn't just a custody battle anymore. It was a conspiracy. The release of the full audio ignited the internet like wildfire. Within half an hour, #BluefaceExposed was trending #1 worldwide. TikTok creators unleashed back-to-back breakdowns. Legal experts took to Instagram Live, dissecting what this meant legally, emotionally, and morally, custody battles, potential criminal charges, and broader implications. Media outlets jumped in. The Shade Room posted the full audio. The Breakfast Club hosted a panel of legal analysts. Rolling Stone published an op-ed titled, "When Family Becomes the Villain, the Chrisean Rock Mayor." But it was Angela Yee who hit the core of the issue. This sounds like premeditated emotional abuse, coordinated by a family aiming for control, not care. Chrisean's legal team followed with a statement. "The full recording proves what our client has said all along. This was not concern for her well-being, but a deliberate campaign of manipulation." For once, the internet united. No longer was this entertainment or gossip. It was a raw, heartbreaking story of psychological warfare. Calls to protect Chrisean surged. Meanwhile, Blueface's world began crumbling. Streaming numbers plummeted overnight. Sponsors quietly distanced themselves. Rumors circulated that his reality show was on shaky ground. Then, in an unprecedented move, Child Protective Services issued a formal statement acknowledging receipt of new evidence, now under urgent review. They confirmed all guardianship arrangements were subject to immediate reassessment. Translation: Chrisean's custody of baby Junior could be revoked within 48 hours. But then came the dramatic disappearing act. Just hours after the full audio dropped, Chrisean vanished. Her Instagram was deleted, Twitter locked, and her phone reportedly out of service, sparking questions. Is she running from the law? Is Blueface hiding her? Meanwhile, Chrisean filed for supervised visitation, a crucial first step toward reclaiming her child. As momentum shifted, a new voice entered the fray. Chrisean's older sister Letitia, silent for months, finally spoke out. She posted a viral message declaring, "They tried to break her, but she's still standing. She never gave up on her baby, and now she's coming home." The comment sections overflowed with support and hope. Yet the storm is far from over. At the very end of the full audio, after Chrisean's scheming, a chilling pause precedes the ominous words, "If this gets out, we all go down." Who does we include? Blueface? CPS insiders? Another family member? The question hangs heavy, unanswered. As the 9-minute audio clip spread like wildfire, public reaction was swift and fierce. Chrisean's name dominated Twitter, Reddit, and every trending list. The message was clear. She was betrayed, set up, and abandoned while fighting for her child. This was never about the baby. It was about power and control. Every person involved should be held accountable. TikTok creators produced deep dives with titles like, "Voice confirms how they stole baby Junior, Blueface full involvement exposed." One tearful video alone amassed 18 million views in under 12 hours. Viewers commented, "This isn't just tea. This is a trauma documentary playing out live." Influencers who'd remained quiet couldn't turn away. YouTuber Love Lighty declared, "This wasn't a custody battle, it was a kidnapping disguised as one." Charlemagne the God called it, "The most calculated betrayal I've ever seen." The Breakfast Club ran special segments on toxic family dynamics and power abuse. Tamar Braxton weighed in. "This isn't messy. This is evil. Chrisean must be held accountable." Even Cardi B, who had been watching from the sidelines, broke her silence with a powerful post that quickly racked up nearly 1 million likes. The industry gaslight that girl, her man, his mama, social media, and she still fought back. The tide has turned. The story is no longer just about custody. It's a reckoning. And for Chrisean, it's a fight for justice, truth, and her son. She's stronger than any of us imagined. And now the tide was shifting on multiple fronts. Brands began dropping Blueface at lightning speed. One major energy drink company quietly pulled his promo link. A highly anticipated feature vanished from an upcoming project. A sneaker collaboration was pushed indefinitely. According to a verified gossip source, sponsors reevaluated their partnerships, pulling back funding as they reconsidered their association with him. Social media turned hostile. Blueface follower count nosedived, while comment sections flooded with snake emojis, canceled spams, and even death threats. The message was clear: How could you let your baby mama fall apart for clout? You're supposed to be a father, not a fraud. The advice was blunt. Get a lawyer, not a microphone. But the most damaging revelations came from within his inner circle. One of his former 8 bodyguards anonymously spilled to a tabloid. We all knew something was off with Carissa. Blueface just kept saying, "Let my mama handle it." He didn't ask questions. Didn't want to know. Meanwhile, CPS faced a mounting public relations disaster. Petitions demanding Carissa's removal from guardianship surged. Calls for an immediate audit of the custody decision and an external investigation into the CPS official who approved it gained traction fast. One petition alone gathered over 325,000 signatures in just 18 hours. Parenting communities and child advocacy groups rallied behind Chrisean's case, pointing out how a vulnerable young Black mother was stripped of her child not because she was unfit, but because she showed emotion online. CPS issued a follow-up statement. "We are collaborating with external partners to reassess the case. The safety and well-being of the child remain our priority." But the public was unconvinced. Your priority was Carissa's agenda. You never protected that baby. Enabled them to take him. We want resignations. In the midst of the chaos, Chrissy shared her first full statement on Instagram. This was never about drama. This